Good morning and happy Sabbath, friends. How are you today? I hope you have a wonderful Sabbath day with your family. Today, the title of our Sabbath school lesson is, What is it? Friends, do you still remember how God helped Moses lead the Israelites out from Egypt? God had destroyed their enemies in the Red Sea, and now they travel in the desert. Friends, do you know what a desert is like? It's hot during the day and cold during the night. With all sand and little or nothing growing. And now, the Israelites were hungry. They started to complain to Moses. They said, Moses, back in Egypt, we had all the food. But here in desert, we are starving to death. God heard their complaint. So, God told Moses, I will rain down bread from heaven. It will be there in the morning. The people are to go out every day and gather their bread. But they must not keep any of it until the next day. I'm going to test them to see if they follow my instructions. So, the next morning, the ground was covered with thin white flakes. And the people asked, What is it? What is it? What is it? Moses told them, This is the bread God had promised. Moses asked them to gather it and eat it today. Don't keep any for tomorrow because it won't be good. So, people gather it and call it manna. Okay, let me taste it. It's sweet like honey. Nice. When the sun grew hot, the manna will melt away. But some of them didn't listen to Moses. They kept the manna until the next day. Do you know what happened to the manna? It was full of worms and it smelled bad. Come, friends, let's have a look. Friends, look at the worm. Eee, yucky! Blech. This is what happened when they did not listen to God's instruction. Friends, on Friday, the instructions was different. Moses asked them to gather them twice as much because the next day, on Sabbath day, there won't be any manna on the ground. Moses asked them to bake it or boil it and save some for Sabbath day. Friends, what do you think? What happened to the manna on Sabbath day? Is it wormy? Does it have a bad smell? Come, let's see it. Look, friends, it's good as before. But some people didn't gather twice as much that Friday. When they got up on Sabbath morning to gather the manna was not there. So, they were hungry. This is what happened when they refused to follow God's instruction. Friends, the story of the manna teaches us three important things. Number 1, we must obey God. Following His direction is an act of worship. Number 2, God knows the best. His plans for us are for our own good. Number 3, the Sabbath day is important to God. Sabbath day is a special day. It's different from other days. When we keep the Sabbath day, we are showing God our love and obedience to Him. Friends, Isaiah 58 verse 13-14 says, If you cause the Sabbath a delight, you will find your joy in the Lord. Amen. Okay, friends, that's all for now. See you next time. Remember, obey our God and keep the Sabbath holy. Bye!